everyone. It's Junie. I was asked by I just got a text message from a subscriber that asked me to come on and do a reading for them. So I figured I'd just pop on. Plus, I want to show you guys what my husband grew in our garden. I'm really proud of it. I can't believe that we grew this in the city, in our garden. Let me show you. So very proud of my husband. He's got a green thumb. Look at this squash that we grew. Look how big it is. Like I can't even get it in the whole, the whole like movie screen of the whole thing. It's got a hole in it, so I guess I'll have to cut that out. Like I don't know. It goes pretty deep. I don't know if there's any bugs in there or whatever, but I'll cut that out. But yeah, so we got butternut squash. So we grew this one, and then look at this butternut squash that we grew. So we grew a normal looking one, and then we grew that monstrosity. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Okay. All right. Let me just plug in my phone. So the person that asked me for a reading was Country Girl. Hopefully she'll pop on. Isn't that huge? I know, I can't believe we grew that in our garden. Hi, Kelly. How are you, sweetie? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Looking for Country Girl because she wanted me to come on and do a reading for her. And let me light some incense. I know like my altar is a mess, but give me 1 second. Light some incense. Get some candles lit. I know I'm supposed to be prepared when I come on and do this, but you know how it is, guys. I think Country Girl was heading out to the store and then she was going to pop on. Give her 1 second. Great. How have you been, Kelly? Are you doing good? I hope so. Yes. Okay. I have some sage incense, and then I also have frankincense and myrrh. So I love the smell of frankincense. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So we'll burn some of that too. I know. How's your week going? Did you have a good week, hon? I hope so. I might try to do a new, well, it's not a new spread. Oops, sorry, I bumped into you guys. I might try to do a new spread of the tarot cards that I've been working on. It's not a new spread. I mean, it's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. But I don't use it much because of my ADD, and I get distracted so easily. So, wow, look at that flame. All right. See if I can find me. Because it's hard for me to do the readings and look up here. Hey, Country Girl. Yay, you found me. Yay. Okay. All right, so leave me your question because the Cash App did go through. Okay, honey? Anyone who needs a reading. Hey, Country Girl, can I make you a mod, honey? Are you okay with being a mod for me? Would you mind if I make you a mod? Are you okay with that? Okay, good. Let's see. All right. Okay, so are we asking about Taurus? Are we asking about work? What's going on, hon, with everything that's happening? All right. I made you a mod, so you should be getting a wrench. Sorry, I don't blow out my candles or my incense. We're not supposed to blow it out. So I have to clap it. All right. Now let me just say a prayer for everyone. Everyone at home. Heavenly Father, Lord God, I ask you to bless the viewers at home. I ask you, Lord God, to help us and guide us with these cards, that these cards only be used to bring in good and positive energy into everyone's life, that these cards are not used for evil, that these cards are used to help give answers from the heavens above and the divine and from the universe. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Okay. All right, so that's how his feelings are now since we haven't talked around 6 or 7 weeks. Okay. Let me do a good shuffle because I was asking a lot of weird questions today for true crime. So sometimes I'm actually thinking I might need to get another deck completely for true crime. Like I don't know. I just noticed that sometimes if I've been doing a lot of like true crime readings on my tarot, the energy, it lingers. So just give me a minute. Actually, our neighbor's out there asking my husband for money. It's like the 5th time that he's like, we've given this man money a few times, and it's not a big deal. He doesn't pay us back, but it's just getting old, you know. He's a good person. I think he's just struggling with some stuff. So, but I hear him out there. I hear them out on the front porch. What is Taurus's name, country girl? All right. What, is he getting back from traveling, and is he getting back from work soon? Jim. All right. Is he coming back from making money? The job that he was on, is he coming back soon? This also could be lack of communication as well. Here. You guys can see how crazy I am. Look, I write all this stuff down about tarot readings and spreads that I've been practicing, and combining spreads with the planets. So I looked at this spread. I found it in my book not so long ago. Of a tarot card spread that I wanted to try out. Oh, that was in here. Give me 1 second. He was out of town working, but I don't know if he still is or not. Okay. So this is your signifier card, which is representing the situation, which is lack of communication. If you look at it upright, it's, you know, somebody that's working, and there's 2 people here telling him what to do. And I look at that as, you know, sometimes this is like my lawyer card. You're getting advice, you're getting work advice, or you're going over contracts. but it's in reverse. So this is lack of communication. And I remember you saying something before that he was working. So this could be lack of communication because of work, or it could be that he's tied up with work and there's a lack of communication because of work issues, possibly. There's just lack of communication because it came out in reverse. All right, I can't find that spread I wanted to try. Hey Vic, how are you, sweetheart? All right, so that is your signifier card. Let's get a challenge card. Oh, it came out in reverse, that's right. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey Corina, how are you, sweetie? Yeah. Karina, you're having an issue. Yeah. Well, didn't you say you had a dream the other night, Karina, about summer? As well? I think it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, it's driving me up the wall too. All right, so this is, this is your challenge card. So this is financially struggling. This can be, if you look at it like this, walking through, you see the path here and that you're going through the gate, going off, having success. And, this can be money being tight or issues with money, lack of communication, lack of, it's kind of interesting because this is kind of like miscommunication, and this can be like you're not able to move forward. There's something blocking here. You're not able to get through this gate. So this would be your challenge card. Can you guys see the cards okay? I hope so. I know I have like the worst setup, and I need to buy a camera. I need to buy equipment. It's just money is so tight right now. Okay. Can I ask a question? How soon do you see my son moving? And is this woman he is with the one? Okay. Not my dream, but I have to be careful because she is always on my mind. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Vic, that you have the flu. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Sending you love and light, honey. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see the cards. Okay, well, right now I'm doing a reading on Country Girl, Karina, and then we'll pop over to you, okay? I'm not sure. I can't remember if you were able to set up the Cash App or not, but it's just $20 a reading. If you can donate, that would be great. I'm working on getting, oh, what is that other one called? It's called, I have to look it up on my email, but I just sent them an email through PayPal, trying to set up a business account under Juniper's Tarot, and they were asking me about a, they asked me about a tax ID number, and I'm like, ugh, I don't have a tax ID number, so I don't know if they're like asking me to, put all this stuff on there that like I'm a business. So I don't know. I'm still working on it because I don't want to have PayPal have my personal information on it. I just want my personal information to say Juniper's Tarot. You know what I mean? Because I hate to say it, but the true crime community is just nuts. So I don't want people to know where I live and stuff. So to me, this is your emotions, trying to balance your emotions. You're a Libra, aren't you? Country Girl, are you a Libra? Hey, Brooke. Oh, I need a business license. Okay. No Cash App in Canada. Okay. All right, that's okay, Karina. We'll just pull a few cards for you, honey, okay? After we get done doing Brooke, because Brooke did pay me. That's why I popped on for Brooke real fast. I do feel like you might be getting a message from him, or Country Girl, have you been spiritually feeling something? Like to me, when I see these little birds, it kind of looks like the little cardinal bird in the background here, like you saying that you haven't heard from him, and he's like up against a wall. Is Jim not able to get over past hurts? Even though you have this peace offering that you're offering him, like where you've tried to make peace, but I feel like his back is up against a wall and he can't get over. Could be he can't get over 3 past hurts, or this could be that he was hurt in his past with a past relationship possibly. I'm going to ask the planets here. Let me look at the bottom of the deck. Sword of Truth. And are you an air sign? You are a Libra. Okay, there you are. This is you in the tarot deck. I'm not sure if you didn't know that. You are the Queen of Swords if you're an air sign. You're the sword of truth and justice. Your heart is pure and you're being very realistic and you're being, you know, like, this is my heart. This is my truth. This is my truth and I bear my truth to you. But you're kind of left out in the cold. He might be connected to air as well, and well, you said that he's a Taurus, so you might have some air in him as well. I mean, this shows that you guys were a couple at one time, that you were an item. He's not in reverse. I do feel like you're bearing your truth to him. You know, that you are, like, this is your cross to bear in life. Having the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords together, it says a lot. But you are being isolated and pushed away. All right, let's pull some. Hey, Brandy Lee, how are you? Okay, so he did say that he loved you and missed you. Well, that would be true. Because that would be him. I know that he's a Taurus, but he might have some air in him. And Taurus is connected to Venus. You're connected to Venus. The two of you share the same love planet. Sorry, Jesus. Good. Jesus keeps falling. Get it together, Jesus. Stay here. Okay. Let's pull a couple of we're going to pull a couple of the Love Oracle deck. Let's see what we get. I know I pull a lot of cards. It probably looks crazy, but just there is a method to my madness. Just bear with me. I know I look absolutely like a spez kid because I am, but just bear with me. I like to pull a lot of different decks because I feel like it gives me, I don't know, just a better overall idea. Hey Aggie, how are you, sweetie? Oh, so the flu's going back around again. I thought the flu usually like starts to act crazy, more so like in the beginning of winter. So I guess we're heading into the fall months. I mean, we just had the harvest moon last night, so yeah, it's getting to be flu season. He is full of shit. If he loved you and missed you, he would be with you. Move on, life is short. Aww. It's all right, Susie Q. The thing is though, it's upright, so it's not so much negative. Do we know if there's anyone else? It shows that you're feeling lonely. Will this ever change? It hurts so much. Oh gosh, country girl. Can you guys see that, or is there like a glare? I feel lonely. Will this ever change? And it hurts so much. Are you hurting, country girl? trying to get this to stay up but so you can see the other cards too. Oh no! It's that terror destroyer chick again who's absolutely crazy. And you can't stop thinking about him is the bottom of the deck. All right. Yeah, some of the planets. Planets are involved here. Yeah, Susie Q, she's struggling, honey. I know. It's okay. I mean, we're all a family here. And Susie Q, we're all in this together. You know, whether we're talking about our love life or we're talking about true crime, you know, we are a soul family and we can figure this stuff out together. We just, you know, sometimes it's really hard. You know, I'm with a person that I was told 1,000,000 times to leave, to move on and let go of. And it can be very complicated. It can be extremely complicated, you know. And if one of our family members is hurting, we need to be there for each other. That's all. Let's try to be there for each other. All right, let me just shuffle this for a second. Get some incense on it. What planets are involved with Jim and Country Girl, please? What planets are involved with Jim and Country Girl, please? What planets are involved with Jim and Country Girl, please? Have you tried to go on a dating app, Country Girl? I see that he can't get over some past hurts. Now, this could be an ex. Like his back is up against the wall and he can't get over something. So maybe did his ex burn him so bad that that's why he doesn't want to commit again? Is that what it is? Yeah, but it's not showing. It's not showing that. I mean, that could be. That could be that he's just not able to let go of somebody. That could be it. And then see, if you look at this card, okay, this is the cup of emotions. So right here, do you see the look on this man's face? He can't get over something, all right? And here you are with your pure love and your divine union and you know, you're a cup is emotion, so you're showing him love. This could also be from the universe, but if I'm looking at it, thinking of the two of you, this could be you coming in with an offer, and he's not taking this offer. He can't get over something. Do you see how I'm kind of making that, see that there? And that you are left out in the cold here? There's Taurus at the bottom of the deck. There he is, making an appearance. You are a beautiful girl, Country Girl. You're a gorgeous soul. You have a kind heart. What planets are involved? In Jim and Country Girl, please. What planets are involved in Jim and Country Girl, please? Truth. There's lack of truth. Lack of freedom. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, okay? Jupiter is your spiritual side. Jupiter is your protector. He represents the police in our charts sometimes. He is truth and expansion and freedom. Now he's come out in reverse. So, and I'm getting chills right now. Like I got goosebumps with this. Give me a second. I don't know, can you guys see my goosebumps? Let me ask about this. Jupiter. Why is there lack of growth? We are not getting growth. Whoa, I just felt like a card just flew out, but I didn't see it. That was weird. Why is there lack of growth? Why is there lack of growth? Why is there lack of growth? Venus, she's coming out kind of sideways. Venus and Libra, look at that. He's also an earth sign. Oh, wow. Okay, so this can be secret stuff that's hidden. Neptune. He's an earth sign, which can mean that in its reverse, so he could be very stubborn and he could be being very selfish. Does he have any addiction issues? I'm just going to ask. Country girl, is there any underlying addiction issues? I mean, Venus and Libra are coming out in reverse. Libra is you, and Venus is love. Your love planet is reversed. And Jupiter is in reverse, and that literally means lack of growth, lack of freedom, lack of growth. I'm running out of room. I was told recently he basically wants the ex back, but she doesn't want him, just uses him for money. So I'm trying to see if Juniper gets the same. Well, he smokes weed. Okay, so it's not, he doesn't have like major addictions. Because, I mean, Neptune can mean secrets and stuff that's hidden. Stuff that's hidden away from you, okay? So I just want you to understand that. That's not the best card to get. Whoops, I just dropped cards. You're in reverse. Love is in reverse. Earth is in reverse. So that's him kind of being greedy. And this is like secrets, and this could be alcohol, but I feel more so that something is hidden away from you. Something is hidden away from you. What is hidden away from you? We're going to do the drama deck, the secrets. What is hidden away? What is hidden away from Country Girl, please? What is hidden away from Country Girl? I think it wouldn't hurt if you went on a few dates with other guys and just got your feet wet with someone else, and maybe you could become a little bit less so focused on only him and get your feelers out there again, get some experience with other men again. And that, you know, if he hears of you dating instead of you sitting here holding on to these emotions and holding on to this truth for him, you know, maybe it will help if you got your feet wet again. It might just wake him up that you're going to move on, that you're not going to be sitting here waiting for him to get done work and all this other bull crap, you know? He's definitely not able to let go of something or someone. This could be an ex. He's not able to let it go. I just have to be honest, you know? That could be it. Deceit. And with Neptune, I can't help but think that there's something hidden, honey. There is something hidden here. Okay? Neptune is about stuff that's secret, something that's hidden away from you, deep within. Something, it could be his unconscious, but like something deep within his conscience, but there's something here. There's something negative with Jim. There's some type of deceit. So, let me pull the book out. It is number 38. 38. When you choose the symbol of deceit, be very careful about your motives and making your choices. In the house of night, can you guys see it? I hope you guys can see it. In the house of night, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her. I am also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back, regardless of the circumstances of your question. I warn you about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be seductive, I am stronger. You are forewarned. There's a warning here, country girl. You definitely are getting a warning from the universe about him, honey. Okay? So we have to be realistic about that. Let's pull out Spill the Tea deck. It's a really big deck, so I'm going to shuffle it. In sections, okay? Oh no. Oh gosh, Karina, that breaks my heart. I am such an animal lover. I used to volunteer as a dog runner for a couple shelters. Okay. Let me shuffle a little bit more. I'm not sure if I'm going to count that card. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. Were you told that he's getting karma? Well, this can be deceit of you being deceitful to yourself and him being deceitful to you as well. So this is a warning card. This is definitely a warning from the universe. And with Neptune and your love planet in reverse, and this is the planet that you two share. And all of you showed up in your reading. Taurus showed up, Earth showed up, and Jupiter is like the road has shut down, or the door has shut. The door is shut, you know? Because Jupiter is about freedom and expansion and growth. And with Jupiter showing up in reverse, that growth of this relationship moving forward is in reverse. So, I mean, you got some pretty warning cards here about Taurus. All right. We're going to do Spill the Tea, okay? I'm sorry. I was really hoping that we would get good cards, but there's a message here for you, sweetheart. This is putting yourself first and being reborn. And that's exactly what I just said, is putting yourself back out there. This is the card that represents I am. I am born. Your own identity. Having a new identity without Jim. Who you are. Who is Country Girl. Who is country girl without Jim? That's too many. I'm not going to count that. Yeah, there's some warnings here, sweetheart. And I know that you're lonely, okay? I get that you're lonely, but the universe is trying to warn you of something. Something's up. This may not grow. I mean, this might be it, you know? This might be it. Hey, Kay. Okay, divine union. I think at one time you guys did have a sacred union between two souls, divinely guided. It did come out sideways. I think we got that card last time too. You know, that at one time there was a divine union here. There was something there. Energy drainer. This person will drain you of your energy, all of your mental anguish and everything you've got to give. So he's draining your energy, honey. He's draining your energy. He's very, I got this before too, he is very jealous. There's something that's jealous about him. You know, and if you're telling me that all he does is smoke weed, then I can narrow it down that this is something hidden. So if it's not addiction, this card basically means a few things, you know. Lying, secrets, addiction, you know, stuff that's hidden underneath the surface, right below the surface. So if he's not an addict, then there's lies. There's something that's being hidden away from you. I think you should date again. I do. I think you need to get your feet wet and get distracted. Go out and have a good time. You know, and honestly, he doesn't have a right to maintain the space in your head if he's not going to commit. Don't give him the space in your head if he's not willing to commit to you. You're giving him too much real estate in your brain. And here's the thing. You could find true love out there. You could actually find true love in a man that wants to be with you. If that makes any sense at all. Now, you're a Libra, and Libras are going to struggle with balance. You know, give and take, push and pull, yin and yang. You're always going to struggle with that. So, I mean, it might not hurt for you to maybe get your feet wet again and go on a few dates and stop giving him so much headspace in your head. He's got too much real estate in there. Take some time for yourself, mellow out. You know, find peace in your world. Because I do feel like there's an unbalance here. You're struggling with money, or, you know, you're struggling right now. Financially, I feel like you might be struggling a little bit. Which doesn't help, you know, it just adds more stress to the whole situation. Thank you, Vic. So I got 2 money problems here. And that can be stressful as well. Like, you're struggling with money, or, I mean, I'm not sure if you are or not, but, I mean, it can make it more difficult because it's just added pressure, you know? Just makes it more difficult to move forward because Everything else is stressful. So this one thing with your relationship makes it harder to move on. I feel like a card flipped over. Lies being spread, lies being told. I think you're starting to wake up, honey. You might be questioning your faith, questioning your religion right now. I mean, you're kind of waking up, or you're waking up to this situation. There is some gossip. There is some lies. Saying that it's not fact, it could be lies. Now, regardless, lies or not, there's something up, because you got two cards. You got the biggest planet out of the whole solar system that's telling you that you're being lied to. You got the deceit card. And now you got lies being told. So there's something up. There's definitely something up. The universe is asking you to keep shining your light. Keep shining. Because to the toxic people in your life, your light makes them angry. When you shine your light, you make others angry. I don't know what that's about, but there's something there. I'm going to pull a dragon card, and I'll pull, you know what, let me do Believe in Your Own Magic. I mean, it's a witch deck, but I like to use it because it does kind of really give a good explanation for what might be going on, you know? Is he struggling financially? Okay. That can make it hard too for a man. You know, they don't want to commit into a relationship until they're financially stable. My son was like that. My son was like, he wanted to make sure he had his own place before he, I don't know, my son just always wanted to be established before he got really serious in a relationship again. I can't get this book to pop out. There it goes. All right, here's the deck. So let's just ask. Yeah, Brooke is right. Brooke is wise. Thank you, Aggie. It is hard, country girl. I understand what you're going through, sweetheart. It is so hard. But whoopsies, you said there was another tarot reader that you had that said that he might be getting back with his ex, or are my cards matching what another tarot reader is kind of saying too? I mean, because I tell you guys all the time, like I love Mystic Mermaid, and I love Ziggy's readings as well. I think they're pretty spot on. And if all of our cards are kind of getting the same theme, then that's seriously a message from the divine. That is a message from the heavens and the universe. And if all of our cards are kind of hinting around to the same thing, then you really should listen to that. Okay? Like that's a clear message. If all of our cards are kind of saying the same thing, that something's up, right? Something's going on. And that you have to start putting yourself first. Like almost like you need to become reborn again. You know, a whole new way of thinking. She is a beautiful girl. I mean, this is his loss. Like, honestly. She's a Libra, too. She's like one of the most easygoing signs in the zodiac. Pretty easygoing females. They're bright. They're smart. They're beautiful. I love Libras. cards for Jim and Country Girl, please. Show me the cards for Jim and Country Girl. Show me the cards for Jim and Country Girl, please. Show me the cards for Jim and Country Girl. Jim and Country Girl, please. Show me the cards for Jim and Country Girl, please. Okay, so your bitch fire came out in reverse. And your bitch fire is stand up for yourself. Okay? It's time to get strong, and it's time to reignite your fire. Become reborn, right? Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. This came out in reverse. So I feel like the flame in your heart, the truth that you hold for him, this sword of truth that you're holding for him is this flame of love, and it's in reverse. Like he's putting out your flame. Does that make sense? Spirit wants you to stand up for yourself and find your bitch fire. And I know it's hard for a Libra to even think about being a bitch. But sometimes in life, we need to be a bitch. You know? Sometimes we need to just be a bitch and put ourselves first. Stop putting everyone else's feelings first and start to put ourselves first. Library. Take control of your own narrative. And you see how she's like a puppet on a string? Do you see that? You're going to have to cut these. Yeah, you're putting yourself first. That's basically what Spirit is trying to tell you. Put yourself first. You're like a puppet on a string for him. Take control of your own narrative. Be your own author. I'm going to look up these two cards, and then that will be the end of the reading. I think these are two beautiful cards for the end of the reading. Let me just look at the bottom of the deck. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly anyway. That's the bottom of your deck. All right. That's right. Don't take your kindness for weakness. And the thing is, it's like he doesn't care because he knows you're sitting there waiting for him. Like I feel deep down he knows that you're waiting for him. And he can play these little mind games because he's just a jealous little, he's a jealous person. And I don't like jealous men. It shows weakness to me. And he has no right to be jealous if he's not going to be your man. You know, if he's not willing to step forward and be your man, he has no right to be jealous of you dating again. I do think you need to sign on to a few dating apps. Like I've been married 24 years, so I really don't know how to date. I wouldn't even know how to advise that. But, you know, you could go on a dating app and, you know, of course, meet somebody in public. Be safe. I know it's awkward, but at least get out there and maybe you'll meet some new friends. It doesn't even have to be starting a new relationship. Maybe you'll meet a new friend, you know? And that might just be what it is. It's just getting your feet wet again. Like, I feel like you need to get your feet, your tippy toes wet. Just get your tippy toes wet. Okay, number 22. Take control of your own narrative. Someone else is trying to call the shots. Can you see that? I hope you guys can see it. Someone else is trying to call the shots in your life. They think they can waltz in and control your every move, and you need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control. Wait. Sorry, I have issues with reading. So manipulate. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will be all in their favor, not yours. There are stories inside. The stories inside of you make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you're the one to pick up the pen. Okay, I don't get that. Let me read that again. Hold on. If you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will be all in their favor, not yours. The stories inside of you make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you're the one to pick up the pen. Does that make sense to you, country girl? All right, number 16. Number 16 is the one that came out in reverse. So, bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. There's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of a situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. So that card came out in reverse. So what I'm thinking is that the flame in your heart for this person isn't, they don't see it. Like it, they're trying to put out your light. Like, to me, this is your beautiful light, your beautiful glowing soul, your light. Not that they're trying to, like, kill you or put out your light, like, take your life away, but they're not honoring the love that you have for them. They're not honoring the beauty of your light. They don't see you. They don't see you. They don't see your light, your fire. He needs to do some serious shadow work. I don't know what's up with this guy. But he feels like he's in the right, but I don't think that he is. I think he's missed out on a really, really beautiful opportunity with you. And I mean, there's a theme here. You can't get through the gate with him. Jupiter is lingering in this relationship in reverse. It's the growth. It's not going to grow. You guys have plateaued. There's like a plateau here. Secrets and deceit. And this person is extremely controlling, country girl. If I look at it as a whole, I think you should try to go out and get your toes wet. Just go and meet somebody for coffee. You know, go play putt-putt. Don't go to the movies, that's kind of creepy. Go play putt-putt. Or like, go roller skating. I don't know, do something fun. Like, you don't have to do like a date where you go and have dinner and it's all blah, blah, blah. You could go to the park, you know, and take a little stroll around the park. Go stop off at Starbucks, grab a coffee, and then go for a walk with this person. Try not to talk about your ex too much. Talk about them, you know? Just get your feet wet a little bit. That's what I think you need to do. That's right. There is a lid for every pot. That's very true. Okay. All right. Karina. We got to do... Who was the other... Didn't someone else want me to do a reading for them about their... son? You wanted to know if it was the one for your son, Karina? I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a shame, honey. But I feel like you're giving him too much real estate in your head, and he doesn't deserve it. And until he's willing to step forward and be your man, he has no right to tell you who you can and cannot date. I think that's kind of messed up. You know? All right, Karina wanted to ask about her son, correct? if this is the one. I might do the Kipper deck. I mean, I'm not the best Kipper reader, but I'm learning. Okay, sure, I can do that. And you don't have to pay me, Brooke. Because, Country Girl. So I want to do one free reading a month for my mods, okay? So your next reading will be free, okay? I'm going to start writing this stuff down, too. So just everybody remind me that Country Girl's next reading will be free. And then I want to do a free reading per mod. One free reading per month. Blah! Why can't I speak? I can't talk. Exactly. That's right, Country Girl. You're giving him too much, and he doesn't deserve it. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my decks fell on the floor here. And my dog always pees on the floor, and I'm always terrified that, like, my dog is going to just come in and pee, and I have cards on the floor. So just give me 1 second. That would be devastating. Especially these cards are so expensive, you know? They really are expensive. They add up. All right. Karina. Karina, what's your son's name, honey? What is your son's name and his new girlfriend's name? Oh yeah, Brooke, did you hear that? There's spirit box sessions I had. Wasn't that crazy? I'm not sure if I'm gonna post that or not. I wanted to send that to you first to get your opinion on it. But that would blow the water out of a couple of channels out there, wouldn't it? But I think it's important for a lot of people to know that about spirit boxes. It can be very dangerous and manipulative. I basically, just so everyone's aware, I did a spirit box session last night, and I caught my spirits. It's not that they lied. It's not that they lied to me. I was asking about summer, and I had the spirit box going, okay? And it was like 3 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep. So I'm asking about summer. I'm asking. And they start telling me all this stuff about summer. And then they tell me, just go to sleep. Go to bed. You need to sleep. And they were right. I really did need to sleep. I was really stressed out. And I was upset too, you know. And they said something, and I said, that's not what you said last time. Why are you saying that now? And they said, because you need to sleep. I said, so what? You're just telling me what I want to hear? You're telling me what I want to hear when, you know, instead of telling me the truth. I was like, do you guys do that all the time? That's a little manipulative, don't you think? They agreed to it. And they were basically hinting around to many spirits tell you what you want to hear. Just to shut you up and make you go to sleep because they know you're stressing out about something. And I think it's important that we all know that just because you hear a voice on a spirit box And if the spirit, like my two spirits were like, because we love you and we want you to go to sleep. We want you to rest. Right? Now this is me being completely, brutally honest with you. And I know that there's not many tarot channels, psychic channels that will come out and tell you this. But sometimes they tell you what you want to hear to shut you up. So you rest. Spirit boxes never tell us where a body is, do they? They always dance around the subject. And my spirits actually talk. You can hear them. It's not me sitting here interpreting and telling you guys what my spirits are saying. You can actually hear my people talk to me. They talk. They talk just as clear as me and you. Don't they, Brooke? You can actually hear my spirits speak. Talking. Very interesting, right? And just think, if you have a psychic that has their own spirits, that know they're obsessing about something, maybe we're not getting all the answers that we think we should be getting. Very interesting point. All right, I might pull the Kipper deck for you, Karina, with your son. Oh, my spirits had a lot to say last night. They were like, yeah, sometimes we just, we say stuff because you're so stressed out about it and you want the answers, but we don't know. They don't know where a body is. You will never get a spirit box ever say, you can find Summer Wells' body at 210-12 East Street on the west side, 2 trees over on the left, get a shovel, blah, 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 and so killed them on so-and-so date. You will never get that. And basically, my spirits admitted that to me last night. Sometimes they don't know. They just say shit to make us happy. They know we're recording a video. They know that we're recording. And I asked them, I'm like, so basically, the time that Summer was here, was that Summer? I didn't get an answer. So that recording of Summer saying they beat me up, I feel like it was Summer, but I don't know. After last night, after the shit they told me last night, I don't know. I'm gonna go over it with Brooke and talk to Brooke about it and make a decision whether I should post it or not, because it has some pretty serious information in it about what spirits are willing to tell us. Give me 1 second. I gotta find the female. Well, actually, since I'm asking about your son, wait a minute. I'm asking about Karina's son. So I would ask, oh, hey. Oh, thank you, Susanna. Oh, thank you. Are you on here, Susanna? Is Susanna in here? You're Susie cute. Okay, you need a reading for a friend too? Okay. Okay, so we'll do Susanna and then Brooke and... Oh, wait, no. Brooke and Susanna, okay? All right. All right, there's your son. Okay. So this is the Kipper deck. It's a little bit more weird than tarot, okay? But we'll figure it out. Cher says alive with 2 men. Oh, I know that people will tear it apart and criticize me, but I do think it's very interesting that the spirits came through and said, we love you, we want to make you happy, and sometimes just to make you go back to bed, we'll tell you what you want to hear. So I think we need to be very careful with any psychic that relies completely on a spirit box. I think there's something to it. A spirit box, they never tell us where a body is. They never do. They never say, so-and-so killed so-and-so on this date, at this time, go arrest so-and-so, go bring the handcuffs over and haul his ass off to jail. They don't say that. They say things like woods, cliff, well, right? The stuff that, I watch the news with my spirits. Stuff that they're already going to know. I just found it very interesting, and I have it on recording. I have it on recording of them saying, hey, you shouldn't always trust the spirit boxes because sometimes we just want to make you happy. I actually had a ghost admit that to me. Because we love you and we want you to rest and go back to bed, and we're just going to tell you what you want to hear. Now, that's me being brutally honest. You think other channels are going to be brutally honest with you about the spirit box? Think about that. Okay, so this is him starting a relationship. This is your son, Karina, and this is him starting a relationship. They seem to be in a flow. Well, Tara from Tara Spirit Whispers. Yeah, she uses her app. I'm gonna tell you right now, Necrophonics sucks. They add noises to it. That Hope Paranoia, sorry, it sucks. You have to put in a voice, and it makes you choose the sound of your voice. When my spirits talk, it's their voice. That's not me adding shit to it. It's them. It's them talking. They straight up told me. They straight up told me. Don't always believe what the spirit box tells you. I think that's very interesting. Well, this woman is, Karina, this is a girl that's very down to earth. Very, a good person. I mean, in general, they're a good person. They might be very spiritual. Is his new girlfriend spiritual? And she may have been in a past relationship before, or she was in a situation where she was kind of stuck before. Do they work together? Something's up with working. Let me know if I'm on the right path, Karina. That's right. All information is for entertainment purposes only. We don't know if that's for fact or not. If Summers was alive with two men. We don't know. The spirits boxes, I wouldn't put too much into it. I wouldn't put too much stock into it. I really wouldn't. And I'm spiritual. I talk to ghosts all the time. And I'm telling you, don't trust it. I'm actually telling you, don't trust it. I'm not a psychic. I don't claim to be psychic. But I heard it straight from a spirit box. A good one. It doesn't add any noises to it. Or background noises. I'm not telling you what the spirit box is saying. You can hear it with your own ears. That's the big difference. Okay, so I have that she was stuck kind of like in a past relationship. So she might be trying to work out some past issues. But I do feel like she's very down to earth. Have they spoken about moving in together? You really like her. Well, she's a good person. I feel, well, I mean, this could be you too. Because sometimes this is an older woman. So, I mean, I'm not sure of your age, but, I mean, this could be you. Where she likes you. And your wisdom. And that you're spiritual and you're down to earth. This might be you. You're the green lady. You're spiritual. How they... They are already. Okay, so I have them moving in together. And they both have jobs, I take it? I'm just going to pull a few tarot cards on it. Kipper deck looks positive, except that she's got some type of a past that was difficult for her to get out of. I don't know. I didn't say tarot was a fake. I said the spirit boxes can be fake. I didn't even mention tarot's name. I said the spirit boxes could be fake. I love tarot very much. I don't have anything against tarot. I'm telling you guys that the spirit boxes can be fake. I did not mention anybody's name. I'm warning you that if a channel is only dealing with spirit boxes, but you can't hear what the spirit box is saying, that's shady. You should be able to hear with your own ears, psychic or not. I'm telling you, I had a spirit box, a spirit that I'm close to, come on and tell me that sometimes the spirit boxes can be full of shit, literally, and that they never tell you where a body is, do they? That's what my own spirits told me, because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They're just as human as we are. Just because you hear a voice on a spirit box does not mean that that's God talking to you. That's a human spirit. They know no more or no less than you. And if they're watching the same news stations and if they're watching the same YouTube channels as you are, they know just as much as you do. And you can be very misled. That's all I'm saying. I did not say Tara from Spirit Whisperers was a fake. I said that sometimes you have to be very careful with spirit boxes because they can manipulate you. That's all I said. And I'm strong enough to come on here and say it. And I might just play the recording of it. I might just actually play it where you can actually hear my spirits. You can hear them tell you. Don't always listen to everything on a spirit box because it's full of shit. And you'll never, ever get told where a body is. You'll never get told that. And that they change their story all the time. I gave Brooke just a little taste of it. It gets real deep. It gets real deep. Okay, so to me this is, he might be, your son might just be a little bit hesitant. Is your son a fire sign or an earth sign? Oh no, I don't want to mention drama. And like I said, I love Tara very much. I didn't even mention her name. I mentioned a spirit box. Spirit boxes in general. I didn't even mention anybody's, I don't want to talk about anybody else's channel. I'm telling you, as a person who works with spirits, you can't always take their word for it because they're full of shit sometimes. They're just full of it. And if the spirit box was so dependable and so reliable, our spirits would be coming through and they would be telling us, go find the body here. They never tell us where the body is. And I get an answer for that on my spirit box. I actually get an answer to why. So that's all I'm saying. It's the spirit boxes that you have to be careful of. And if there's a channel that only depends on spirit boxes, well, that should tell you something. Okay, so let's pull messages of love for Corina on her son. And then we will go to Brooke and then Suzanne. Overall, the reading looks very positive, I think, Karina. I mean, really. I feel like your son does want to take it a little bit slow. Like, he doesn't want to take all these big jumps and leaps and actions. Like, he is being intelligent about it. He is being smart about it. You know? Which is good. Because if it was upright and you're just starting out in a relationship, I mean, this can be like, this also can mean fertility. So, you know, that they could get pregnant. But it's in reverse, so that's good. You know, that he's being careful. That's what I'm trying to say. He's being careful. Because, I mean, if you look at this wand, do you see it? It kind of does look like a man's, you know, you know, a man's thing. Yeah, EVPs are fascinating. I want to get that Panasonic one that's like, I think it's like $350, but it was made in the late 80s or early 90s. And I think it was made by Panasonic. I'm pretty sure it was Panasonic. Anyway, a lot of the ghost channels, they're using it, like ghost hunters. And I think like 10,000 were recalled because if you look at the reasons for why they recalled it, they're like, there's voices in the background and, you know, it's broken. They were returning these recorders because they thought they were broken. And now you can buy them on like Etsy or like on used like marketplace. You can find them and they're selling for like $300 or $500 because they seriously pick up some EVPs in the background. You can hear EVPs playing in the background. I'm not saying that ghosts are fake. I didn't even say that. I had a ghost tell me, be careful and don't believe everything you hear from the spirit box. That's all. So yeah, I feel like they might have been friends before, and this is leading into a good union. True love. You know, that this is the here and now. Your true love is already part of your life. So these are very good cards, Karina. Moving to a better place. Well, we did get, not right now, because his house came up in reverse. So that's how I knew they moved in together. But I don't see them moving just yet. They're probably discussing moving, though. I feel like they might be discussing it. Okay? All right, Brooke was next. You don't want them, you want them to move? I don't see them, the fact that the card came up means that there's discussion about it. But I don't see them moving, like, immediately. It might happen, like, you know, give it a few months. I can actually tell you. So, Sword Suite is spring. And give me 1 second. I always forget. Swords is, okay, so no. Wands move fast, and that is spring. Cups is summer, and that is slow. So we did get Wands. So you know what? Like, I'd say they might be moving anywhere between 3 to 4 months. It's up for discussion, that's for sure, Karina. Okay? So it's up for discussion. Moving. All right. Yeah, if you guys didn't know that about the tarot deck, this is how tarot readers can figure out time. If you didn't know, this is how we do it. So, the wand suite is spring. So the wands look like this. Kind of looks like a penis. I always think the wands look like a penis. I can't help it. It just does. Okay? But it's active, taking action, right? You're moving forward. You're doing something. It's an action suite. And the sword suite, I just lost my place. Give me 1 second. So the sword suite is fall. And the swords looks like it has they're holding the swords. It's also information and it's quick. It's fast, like the internet. It's fast. It's information coming in. The pentacles is winter and it's slow. So we got wands. Cups is summer. Wands is spring. And swords is fall. And pentacles is winter. Okay, just so you guys know. That's how it works. Okay, Brooke and Suzanne. No, I'm not upset with her. Not at all. I'm not upset with her. I'm not upset with anybody. All I said was my spirit box flat out told me you can't always believe everything you hear on a spirit box. And that my spirit box flat out told me we usually don't know where the bodies are. They only know a little bit. And you can't invest completely into a spirit box. Because they can lie to you. They can trick you. And sometimes they just want you to go back to bed. That's all. That's all I'm telling you. You can't fully put stock into a spirit box. You're dealing with the spirit world. And that's just it. They're human spirits. They are not angels. They are not God coming in and giving us a message. I just want us to be intelligent. And I want us to realize that just because a spirit box says something that we can't invest all of our weight into that. And I don't care if it's coming from a psychic or not. I don't care if it's coming from Mother Teresa. I don't care if it's coming from, the most famous psychic in the world. You cannot put all your stock into that. We have to somewhat stick to facts and to the evidence that's placed before us. The evidence placed before us is it doesn't look very good for summer. It looks terrible for summer right now. It really does. It looks horrible for her. Even her astrology looks terrible. It really does. It's heartbreaking. In Summer's case, brings on a lot of emotions because it's heartbreaking because she's just a precious little girl. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at anybody. I love everybody. But I love you enough to tell you what my spirits told me last night. I love you enough to tell you you can't always believe a spirit box. And you should be able to hear it. Actually, I'll show you. This is what a real spirit box session should sound like. You should be able to hear them. And you want them to identify something. I show them a squash, okay? Here's how you know if you're being lied to or not, okay? I'm gonna be very honest with you. Here's how you know. I show them my squashes that I was growing, all right? And I ask them, do you see my squashes? They tell me to cut it out. It's big. Do you hear that? You want them to identify something. They said cut it out. They want me to cut the hole out. Then they tell me that my squash is big. And you know what? Look how big my freaking squash is. Holy moly, right? Tell me that I didn't grow a huge squash this year. Yeah, my squash is big. You can hear my spirits. I'm not telling you what they're saying. You can actually hear it with your own ears. You hear my spirits. And you hear them identify a squash. That's how you know if you're being lied to or not. You want them to identify something. You want them to point something out in the room and tell you this is purple, or this is blue, or this has a star on it. That's how you check it. And if the person, if your host is unable to do that, then I'm sorry. You should question that and not take everything that they say seriously. If they can't prove that the spirits are actually matching up with something. You know, if I held up a pink crystal, I want them to say that this is pink or this is a cross, right? That's how you know if you're being manipulated or lied to. And I can damn well guarantee you, you hear my spirits and you will hear them identify something in the room because I don't fuck around with them. I don't manipulate shit. I'm probably more real than you'll ever experience. I'm real. I'm honest. And I'm honest enough to tell you guys that when spirits tell you, don't always listen to what they say over a spirit box, and we hardly can find a body because we don't know where it is, I am going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that they can lie and they can manipulate and they can flat out tell you straight up what you want to hear because they know you're recording a video. That's the difference. That is the difference, guys. If your host, your YouTube host, cannot show you the voice and show you how their system works, look, I'll get to you in 1 second, Suzanne and Brooke. 1 second, I'm going to show you. Let me show you. I use Ghost Fox. I don't use Necrophonics because it's bullshit. I don't use Hope Paranormal because it's bullshit. I use Vox. There is no added sound to me. I can speed up the speed. See that? I can reverb it. Do I have any vocabulary words added to it? Nope. Change the layout, sound mixer. Okay? There's nothing fake added onto here. In my settings, you see exactly what it is. Your host, your YouTube host, should be able to tell you that. And if the spirits can't identify something on your desk, if they can't say this is green, then I would question that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm being completely real with you guys right now. Hey spirits, how y'all doing? Doing a YouTube live. How is everybody? I'm doing a YouTube live. They said, how's everybody doing? You hear them? You can actually hear my spirit's voices. It's not me interpreting it. It's not me telling you what they're saying. You can actually hear them. Don't forget that. You want to be able to hear them with your own ears. You want them to tell you. Not have somebody else tell you what they're saying. That's shady. And I'm just being real. That's all. All right. Because I don't want you guys to be taken advantage of. That's all. All right, spirits. I'm going to say bye now, okay? Thanks for letting me stop by. Thanks for having your voice come on so everybody can hear you. All right, we're going to go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Love you guys. That's the difference, okay? That's the difference. All right, Brooke, what was your question, honey? It's not my blood pressure skyrockets. I get upset because as a person who works with spirits, in my line of work, I work with spirits. Literally, I hang out in the graveyard, guys. That's my thing. So when I see someone else on YouTube telling you what the spirits are saying, but you don't have the right to hear it, I have a problem with that. I do. I actually feel like it's manipulative. And if I can tell you that my own spirits came on my spirit box and said, don't believe everything you hear that comes out of a spirit box. Don't believe it. That came out of my spirit box. I just want you guys to be smart. That's all. And I'm not mentioning any channel's name. I'm mentioning my own spirit box. That's all. Oh, I think these cards are getting all like... I love these cards. But they're hard to shuffle because they're getting like frayed. Yeah, I believe in my spirit guides too. But here's the thing, Vic. You will hear my spirit guides. You will hear them with your own ears. That's the difference. You should be able to hear it. All right. Yeah, they're getting like frayed. All right, so yeah. Everybody's spirit guides are different. Everybody has their own unique set of spirit guides, and it's usually passed over loved ones. I have about 20. I have about 20 spirit guides that I deal with. But you can hear mine. All right, so Brooke, what is your I feel like there's like a block here. Like now remember, I'm not a psychic. I don't claim to be. I'm just very intuitive. But I feel like, did you get information and you're confused about it? Is it something about your health that did you get something? Your foot. Okay, so you did get information about your foot. I've been doing paranormal really my whole life. There's stories of me getting off the bus stop at 5 years old in kindergarten, and I used to think that there was an old man out there waiting for me to get off the bus stop. He wasn't my grandfather, but my mother said I used to get off the bus stop and I would hold my hand up like someone was walking me up the driveway every day. And I remember him. I remember an old elderly man used to walk me up my driveway every day. And then my mom was like, there's nobody there. But she didn't tell me, you know? Like she knew I had a spirit with me. But he wasn't a bad spirit. That's my whole life. And I also could see auras as a kid. I could read auras. I just didn't know what they were. And there was one lady who I hated as a kid. And I was a very loving kid, you know? But her aura it used to make me vomit. Like when she came around, I used to feel sick. And her aura was like black and orange. It was like black and it had speckles of orange and yellow in it. She used to make me nauseous. And later on I found out that she was abusive to her kids. She was like messed up. She was a kind of woman that was like very abusive to her own children. So yeah, I've always been able to work with the dead. And I work with the dead. I mean, it's when I do magic, I work with the dead. I literally hang out in graveyards. That's what I do. That's my line of work. That's what I do. Very connected to spirit. But I'm not going to sit here and claim to be a psychic. I'm not going to do that because I could be wrong. And like I said, I was just told last night over a spirit box not to believe everything they say over a spirit box. And that came straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, is there fluid in your foot? I know we're not supposed to talk about health, but is there fluid in your foot? Left foot? Well, I'm not sure which foot it is. Could be fluid. I think you know what to do about your foot, actually. I think you might have the knowledge. I think you're very intuitive, Brooke, but I've been saying that, and I've been telling everybody that you really should have your own YouTube channel. I think you're very intuitive. You got the High Priestess card, hon. Look at you. It's a very psychic card. So, I mean, there's something that's got you, you know, you're not able to, I mean, think about it. The Chariot is your wheels, your legs, your movement, moving forward. It's coming out in reverse. So there is something going on with, you're not moving like you used to. This can be a lot of stress going on right now, a lot of bad mouth and bitching. Which that may have sounded like I was bad mouth and bitching just now because I pulled this card when we were talking about the spirit box. I did not mention any other channels. I'm just telling you guys that if you're going to listen to a spirit box, you need to be able to hear it. And that the spirit should be able to identify something in the room. Like a squash. They said my squash was humongous. I think that you are going to get this. I don't know. Let me just double check. I'm going to pull another deck. I'm going to pull another deck. I'm going to pull the tarot deck. I'm sorry, the planets. I want to see what planets show up for your health. Please show me the planets for Brooke. Please show me the planets for Brooke. I'm not going to count them. Yeah, you can roll in your chariot. But that's just the thing. Her chariot's wheels are broken right now. Her chariot's wheels are off. See, because it's in reverse. And I feel like it's one leg is worse than the other. But I'm not sure. And I feel like it's fluid. Because I'm getting a lot of water here. But, I mean, we're not really supposed to talk about health. Remember, I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take this as fact. Do not take anything I say as fact. Do your own research. Know, don't base your whole life off of a tarot reading or what someone tells you over the internet. Do your own research and, This is just us having fun, okay? We're just having fun doing readings, not to be taken as fact. That's all. Show me the planets involved. Oh yeah, Vic, you gotta see all Brooke's little chickens. Oh my God, she's got the cutest little chicks, and they're all happy and fat. What are you feeding those chickens, Brooke? Damn, girl. I was like, those are some happy chickens. Those are the biggest chickens I've ever seen. They're like happy little happy hens. Just layer feed. Gemini. Okay, so here we're back to 2. Is your wrist hurting you too, Brooke? Gemini can represent, well, Gemini can be, you know, one leg, left leg, but also your hands. Gemini rules the hands. Did you see? So we definitely have one of 2, you know what I mean? Like Gemini is the twins, so you think of your arms as the twins. Think of your legs as like 2. You need 2 of them. But one of them's not acting right. Earth. Let's see if Saturn shows up, because that can be like bone structure. Because why? Are they swollen? I feel like it's swollen. I'm not sure though. Water retention. If Saturn shows up, then we know it's bone. Remember, this is entertainment only, YouTube. Mercury, no, this is your limbs. This can be your wrist, your hands, your fingers. This can be your legs too, though. Are you keeping them elevated? So the fluid is like, having them elevated above your heart. Do you have any of the selenite wands? Keeping selenite nearby. Get a bunch of these. I have them all over my house. And they're under my bed, and I sleep with them. If my pain is really bad, I'll put them under my back, and I wake up and I feel so much better in the morning. But still go to the doctor. Still go to the doctor. Is the doctor delayed getting back to you? Giving you the information that you need? I feel like that's what it is. There's like a delay. So you're wearing support socks. Are those like compression socks, you mean? Okay, so I am showing that, you know, Mercury and Gemini definitely messes with your limbs. And I got 2 of them, so. Oh no. No insurance. They do have that payment sliding scale insurance. That's the Obamacare. I don't know if it's still called Obamacare or not, though. I have a girlfriend. She's got 5 kids. And they got on that Obamacare because her husband's work no longer, like they took their insurance away. They used to have really good insurance. So they were forced to kind of, and they have kids. So I know your kids are grown. But you know what? They had 5 kids. And for 5 kids, it only cost like $220 for a family of 7. I thought, holy crap, that's not bad. Because I know somebody who had to pay out of pocket for insurance. It was like $750, and it was just him and his wife. I'm like, holy crap. But that was like for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I think that's like one of the best insurances that you can have. But I don't even know if where you live offers that kind. But I would look into like the sliding scale and see if you can get it paid for. And like you make up a payment arrangement. Like I said, they were a family of 7, and it was only a little bit above $200, and they had everything. They had dental. They had, I think it was like a $25 copay to go see. Pretty much, so all of their doctors, they didn't have to change many of their doctors. So that might be something to look into, sweetheart. I mean, just so you're not. Yes, I know. I kind of have issues with crystals. I kind of am a crystal slut. I'm sorry. I have issues. I have issues with tarot cards and crystals. I love crystals. And this one here, this one is so cool, guys. When you turn off the lights, it glows in the dark. It's called a Juniper light. Like you can't see it, but it's fluorescent pink. Like bright pink. It's so pretty. It actually kind of looks like this. When the lights turn off and you put like a light on it, it's so beautiful. I forget what they're called. Luminous stone. So it's not really a crystal. Like you look at it and you think it's just a regular rock, right? But it's not. It's actually really beautiful. Brooks' health. What is up with Brooks' health, please? Give me the card to show what's up with Brooks' health. I do feel like this is really weighing you down, though, Brooke. Like, this is really... Like, you're not moving. You're not moving like you used to. You're not moving around as much as you used to. And I hate to say it, but the sword suite can mean surgery. I just want to put it out there, okay? That surgery might be recommended, or that you might need surgery. Something new. Justice, manifestation. Not feeling those cards. I'm not sure if I want to count these because I'm not feeling them. Just give me 1 second. Books health, please. I think you're going to be okay. Deep down, you want to be happy. And I think this might be good news coming in, but I do want you to be aware that, sometimes the sword suite can recommend that surgery might be on the table. So just keep that in mind, okay, Brooke? I know that you're saying that you're wearing compression socks, but as far as health-wise goes, your hands and wrists are not good. I'm not sure what you got going on with your hands and wrists, but these 2 planets do usually mean like limbs and that there's an unbalance. But specifically, Gemini is hands, fingers, and wrists. Specifically. So I know you're talking about your foot, but I'm really thinking that your hands, fingers, and wrists, even your elbow, this can go up to your elbow, shoulders. So just be aware of that, okay? All right. Next was Suzanne. All right, Suzanne, what was your question, sweetie? Okay, that's fine, honey. Thank you so much for helping out. Okay, Suzanne. Yes, everybody send Brooke prayers. She's a very spiritual person. Okay, so nice. Send prayers for Brooke. I do think she's in a lot of pain right now. I feel like there's a lot of fluid, and I also am feeling that the cards are there's something up with your wrist and hands, elbow, fingers. That might start flaring up too. And you know what? That's just it. Like when you have, like even though, like even with Aggie, like I felt like her hip was hurting her, but when your hip is off, everything else is off. So if your foot is hurting, that throws your whole body out of whack. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's like just your foot, it can really throw everything out of balance. Now, remember, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you how the planets talk to us medically. And if one thing is off, then it throws everything else out of the loop too, right? I mean, think of it like that. So I would definitely, I mean, the sword suite did show up, and I have to be honest, that could mean surgery might come on the table. It could be brought up. So, you know, you're not out of the woods, but I think overall you're going to be fine. But I would definitely look into it's like a sliding scale payment arrangement if surgery does come on the table. And kind of hinted around that you might need surgery, Brooke. All right, so Suzanne, what was your question, honey? I should run up to the bathroom real quick. Is you guys okay if I go run up and pee real fast? I'm sorry, I have to use the restroom. Are you guys okay if I go run up to and use the potty real fast? Is that okay, guys? Are you guys okay if I run up and go to the bathroom before I start Suzanne's reading? Okay, so Catherine Elaine, Libra, health and future. Okay, so the person's name that I'm reading on, Susie, her name is Catherine. Is that correct? And, okay, good. All right, thank you guys. Let me go to the bathroom. Okay, so, oh, the arthritis. All right, that's what's showing up, Brooke, then. So, okay, let me get this straight, Susie, before I run up and go potty. So, the person that I'm reading on, their name is Catherine. They are a Libra, and that's so weird because I was thinking Libra. I don't know why I was thinking Libra. I was thinking Libra. Health and future. Okay. Just remember, guys, if we're reading about health, we can't take it serious. Because even like the Tarot Association, they don't like us reading on health. I mean, I'll touch only lightly on it, but we just have to remember that it's for entertainment purposes only. And what I say cannot overtake what your doctor says. All right, especially if you're on medication too, guys. I'm just looking out for your medical well-being. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go to the back. Okay. So, health, medical well-being for Catherine, who is Libra. Okay, so Libra is the lungs, the kidneys, and what else does Libra rule? Your back. I believe Libra rules your back. Lungs. Give me 1 second. I'm looking in my book. All right, here you are, Libra. Balance. So also can be your female reproductive organs as well. Think of the scales, how you have the scales. So this would be your body, your fallopian tubes, your lungs, right? Your limbs, things like that. And if that they could be unbalanced. So balance is something that Libra will always have to deal with. Mental balance, health balance. So it's important for you to keep pink tourmaline and rose quartz around. It looks like this, rose quartz. Also tell them about the selenite wands as well. These selenite wands are really helpful if you're not feeling good. But they are not supposed to take over a doctor, okay? Please, this is just extra things that you can do for good health, okay? I just want to put that out there for your sign, for a Libra. Those are the stones that speak to your heart, okay? Pink tourmaline is very powerful. Opal is expensive. I'm not stupid. I mean, it's not like somebody can go out and buy African opal. I mean, that's like $1,000 for opal. But, I mean, you can get pink tourmaline that's fairly cheap, and you can get rose quartz is really cheap. And it's a beautiful stone, and it's your stones. They're the stones that's meant for your sign to help you stay balanced. Okay, so we'll pull regular tarot on you. Yeah, and don't ever, like, if a doctor tells you to take medication, and of course take the medication. Don't think that a crystal is more important than medication. Doctor's advice always comes first, all right? This is just extra things that you can do on top of what a doctor is telling you. I hope that makes sense. I don't ever want to tell you guys something that would hurt you. I don't ever want to hurt you guys. I don't ever want to cause any of you grief or pain or anything like that. Just extra steps that you can do for an overall better health, right? Let me shuffle for a little bit. You ring the bell too. Because we've had a lot of readings today. So this is your family as your signifier card. Balance within your family, having a happy family, reunions, homecoming, marriage, long-term relationships, and stability. Mars can mean that there might have been some disagreements or arguments within that family, but I'm not sure. Pisces can be addictions, mental health, things like that within family. Secrets, emotions, issues with the feet, Pisces. Mars can be infections, so I'm just going to tell you what the planets mean as far as health-wise, okay? As I see the planets, I'm going to say what each planet represents. Hold on, my dog is asking to go outside now. I'm sorry. 1 second. We do have another card about family. Come here, Daisy. Go outside. Come on. Sorry, I'm running around. Okay. So is anything I'm saying making sense so far? Getting a lot of family cards. This could be money within the family too. Issues with money within the family. Lack of communication within the family. Mercury is communications. Has there been some arguments within the family? Lack of income, lack of work coming in, or hard work not paying off. Like you're putting into family, you're putting all this in, but you're not getting the return. Does that make sense? Hey RR, hello. Okay, good. So is any of this like making sense to you, Suzanne? Lack of emotions, this is balance, this is harmony. You're trying to get harmony here. A lot of hard work that you've been putting in, it's just like you're putting in hard work and then it just goes out the other side, kind of a thing. But the main theme here is family. That was your question, right? Family? So there is an overall theme here with family. Emotions, cups. The water bearer. Bearer of emotions. Running out of choices. Having issues with reality and clarity. To me, this is like you had some options, but now those options are gone. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. Information coming in. Venus can be about love. Something was on the table, but that got removed. Now you have less choices than what you had before. Does any of this make sense? And it's almost like maybe now things are more clear. They weren't clear before, but like it's almost like when somebody wakes up after being like addicted and they just wake up and they have clarity and they're sober. Not that I'm saying that there's an addiction here. I'm not feeling an addiction. What I'm feeling is that like somebody's waking up. And it's like that, like they've been they've been asleep, but you're waking up. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That there's more clarity. You have more clarity than what you had before. You had some options on the table, and there's less options on the table now, but that makes it better. There's more clarity here. If that makes any sense at all. I do have marriage showing up. I do feel like we're talking about a marriage. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. Marriage, it could be family. This could be your children too. I'm not sure. Let's see what zodiac signs show up. Show me the planets for this reading. Aquarius in reverse is information coming to light. It's in reverse, so I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, can you see the card? I don't know, it might be a glare. I don't know if you guys can see. Aquarius can be connected to a tragedy, an accident. It could be like some information came in a while ago. And you guys are healing from that, or you're getting over something bad that happened. Something bad happened. Do you see something with marriage? It could have been an emergency, it could have been an accident, it could have been bad news came to light. It's Aquarius is connected to the sky god. So it's information that came in. Something came in, okay? It was a while ago. But you're still dealing with it. Okay, does any of this make sense? Because I really want to make sure I got the right person. I want to make sure I have the right energy. Because if it's not the right energy, I can use another deck. If you want me to. I can use another deck. Okay, I gotta go get my dog. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so. Oh, your son died. Her son died. Okay, so that's the tragedy. This would have been a little while ago. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. A sibling? Was your son a sibling? Was her son a sibling? I'm sorry, I know we're talking about someone else. Was her son a sibling? Were there two of them? They're close. Possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm feeling. Let me just pull some more cards. I'm speaking out loud. That might not even match. I'm just telling you what I'm intuitively feeling. Remember, I'm not psychic. I get these feelings, and sometimes I don't feel like I should say it. Like I shouldn't bring it out there, but it came out, so it's out there. So are they a sibling? I'm getting that they might be a sibling. Sibling. Daisy, honey, can you get out of the trash? I think my pets are like a daycare center sometimes. I'm not sure if I'm going to count these, but Capricorn can be an earth sign. Talking about the sun, it's usually a male, and something with bones, skin, bones, teeth, hair. It's DNA. Capricorn runs your DNA. Saturn is connected to your hair, skin, and your bones, and your skeleton. So something physically happening to his body. And it's tragic. It's just so tragic. This is something that happened quick and sudden, and it's tragic. It's very tragic. Show me the planets involved. Catherine, please. Oh, Mannix, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh, I bet. I'm so sorry for your loss, Mannix. Love your name, by the way. Love that name. Okay, Okay, Venus is trying to come out, and that is your planet. Venus is your planet. Catherine is connected to Venus. So it's about give and take, push and pull, yin and yang. Venus is a very interesting planet. I mean, she's amazing. She's not just our love planet. She's not just how we love. It's how we exchange things and how we balance it. Venus is best friends with Mercury because they kind of have the same thing. Give and take, push and pull, yin and yang, give and take, products, sale, income, input, output, input, output, input, output. That's Venus. And that can be input of output of anything that we value or exchange, okay? So how we give our energy to somebody, who we choose to love, and how we choose to love them. The input and output of that love. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Give and take, push and pull. There's something here that's off. I'm not sure what it is. It's physically straining on your physical body. Whatever this is, it is starting to affect you, your health, your actual bones, like your mental health, your stability, your body is feeling it, right? Like, just give me a second to absorb all the cards. Pulling from another deck here. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Prayers for you, Mannix. All right, we're going to do this deck, the Love Oracle deck, guys. Okay, I'm just going to say this. Have you started family counseling? Okay? Are you guys, or has she started family counseling? I'm thinking that counseling might be important here. Like it might be to a point where this family needs to go talk to somebody. I'm not sure yet, though. Hold on. Let me pull a couple of these cards and see what I get. No, I don't. You know what, you guys? You will never, ever get over losing the death of a child. Okay? It'll never, ever. That pain never goes away. We lost my sister when she was 36 years old. She died of cancer. My father called me my sister's name till the day that he died. He always called me by my sister's name. Sorry, my pets are getting into the trash. It's like my cat will actually knock over the trash can so the dog can get into it, because we keep the trash can up on the counter to keep them out of the trash. But the cat jumps up on the counter and knocks the trash over so they can, you know, it's like Bonnie and Clyde in there. Yeah, well, that's spirit letting you know that he's okay. He's okay, he's thinking of you. Okay, so is it, Susan, is it that she's actually sick? Or is this, am I feeling, what I'm feeling is that that the stress is making her sick. You know, I mean, because honestly, guys, our mental health can make us sick. If we're not careful, you know, our mental health can really, it does take a toll on our physical body. Capricorn is your physical body is starting to suffer, you know? Because Capricorn's connected to Saturn. Saturn represents your skeleton, your physical self, your physical body. And that there's an unbalance here. Venus is the a planet of exchange. It's your love planet, but it's your energy. How you give and take, your yin and your yang. It's like something's off. The flow, the energy. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, that spirit is just letting you know that they're okay, honey. I mean, that's how I look at it. And I'm going to tell you, you're never going to get over it. You will never, ever get over the loss of losing a child. Ever. Like I said, I was called my sister's name till the day my dad died. He never stopped calling me my sister's name. He never got over it. He never got over it. And I honestly don't think I would ever get over it if I lost any of my kids either. I have 2. So this is, I can't stop thinking. So there is something in the head. There's something with mental, neurological here. Something, you just can't, they can't shake the thoughts. I don't understand it. So these are overwhelming feelings that they don't understand themselves. Like they don't understand why they just can't snap out of it, right? I don't think they can snap out of it. I don't think that they can snap out of it. It's the bottom of the deck. Aww. This just feels like grief. I'm afraid to lose you. Like they don't want to lose someone again. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Like they know that they're not themselves, guys. Suzanne, she knows, or he knows that he's not himself, or she's not himself. They're not themselves. They are well aware that they're not behaving the way that they usually behave. They're not themselves. They're definitely not who they used to be. Definitely not who they used to be. Is any of this making sense? I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, guys, we did grief counseling and it did help. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so everything I'm saying is it resonates with you, like you're feeling this. It's all kind of making sense what I'm saying. So let's just try to get a little bit of wisdom here. Let's see what this deck says, and I might pull a card. I'm going to pull a card from here and one card from the dragon and see what the stars say. You guys know I love the planets and I'm big on stars. I know I'm a little bit different from most tarot readers because I do the stars. Like I'm big on the planets and the fixed stars, and so the dragon deck has all the fixed stars on it. Like the Big Dipper is a fixed star and it means something in astrology. So a fixed star is like a group of stars together, and they make up a solar, they make up a group of stars, and they're called fixed stars. And when they show up in a reading or they show up in your astrology chart, they mean something. So I think we should leave you with a star too, okay, Suzanne? Libra. Individuality. Number 47. Okay. Can you guys see? I hope you guys can see. Number 47. Let's see. Aww. Individuality. Zoe. No two snowflakes can ever be the same, just as you are special and unique too. This is something to celebrate. I have marked one young vampire in a way that is unique, setting her apart from all the others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your own unique qualities. It also reminds you you are not to compare yourself with others. This is futile exercise because no one is the same. No one's beauty is greater or lesser than yours. No one's life is better or less than yours. Others may seem happy doing things a certain way, but if you feel as if you're compromising yourself to fit in, don't. People will love you for who you are, not someone you are trying to be. Your task here is only to be yourself. This is a powerful sign. All right, and let's look up at a fixed star for you, and we'll see what it means in astrology, okay? That's just it, too. You know what, guys? You know, you look around your neighborhood, right? Behind every closed door in that neighborhood, everybody's got problems. I mean, you could meet a complete stranger on the bus and they tell you something and you think, oh my God, it's so tragic. And you never know what somebody's experienced in life. You never know the pain that someone has suffered. All of us have imperfect families. We are perfectly imperfect. And that's just it. We're all here to help each other, to survive and get through it another day. I don't want to say that whole thing where God, you know, God does things for a reason. I don't agree with that. If a woman has a miscarriage, I don't like it when people say, oh, well, you know, that God did that for a reason. No, I don't believe that has anything to do with God. I don't believe losing a son or losing a child has anything to do with God. I think shit just happens and it sucks and it's life and it sucks. But we are here for each other and we are here as human beings to help one another heal and get through another day. And everybody's family has some sort of trauma, some sort of, nobody's perfect. You know, none of us are perfect. All of us have struggles and problems. My family specifically, we are completely dysfunctional. Like, totally dysfunctional. Tranquility. Let me shuffle a little bit more if that shows up again, because I haven't really shuffled much. Let me just shuffle a little bit longer. So do you see the dragons, how they have like, they have fixed stars on their dragon wings. Can you see it? It's the Big Dipper. So, and these fixed stars have meanings in astrology. It'd be interesting if you could ever do your chart and see if these fixed stars show up in your chart. Believing in yourself and dominance. So, the star's name is 2. believing in yourself. Andromeda. This is the Andromeda system. I love Andromeda. So Andromeda star system is that it's a spiral galaxy, okay? It's made up of a whole bunch of stars, but it only has one planet floating around in there. It's a very unique galaxy. Very unique. Wisdom of the Herald. Shield all self-doubt as you sit perched upon the throne. Did I show you the card? Card is beautiful. Okay. All self-doubt as you sit perched upon a throne of strength and know your place. With a sly smirk, you have things covered. And you are the captain of your own ship. The wisdom of the dragon is telling you, in any given moment, fire can rain down from your powerful jaws as you let the world hear you roar. Seize and lay siege to the entire kingdoms with a single swipe of your claws. Dominate every given situation. You are a mighty and powerful dragon. Now roar. Never slouch. Never doubt. Puff out your chest and raise your posture up high and higher. Sit up high. Straighten your posture. You can do this. You must believe in yourself and then exert that power outward. Find your inner strength and never back down. I feel like I'm going to cry, and I don't know why I feel like I'm going to cry, but this was a very powerful card. It's time to roar and find your dragon. Slay your dragons. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, guys. She's got to find her inner strength and roar, Susie. That's what she's got to do. She's hidden somewhere deep within there. She's in there. There's a lot of unbalance in the family. A lot of grief. She's got to take control of it and roar. All right, I hope this helped. Again, this was for entertainment purposes only. Anything medical that we just spoke about, please always check with a doctor first. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a basic tarot reader that's a witch. That's all, guys. I'm no big deal, all right? All right, I love you all. Please take care of one another. We're in this together. We will get through another day. Life is hard, but we can get through it together. I'm here for you guys, okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.